Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a bullet journal flip through. I just finished my last spread here in this journal, which I have absolutely loved. You can probably tell it doesn't even like shut all the way now. This is my most used and most loved bullet journal ever. It's from a brand called Primrosia, which is something random I found on Amazon because last year I couldn't find any Archer and Olive bullet journals that were still available by the time I got around to ordering. So I ordered this one off of Amazon and I have loved it. It has watercolor paper instead of the traditional bullet journal paper, and it has just been like so much fun. As you can see, it is well loved. I have gone all the way down to the last page, but I am not through with December yet, so I probably will have used every single page. I have used it almost every single day of the entire year, and it has just been so great. This one is the summer version, so they have 4 of these, one for each season, and I got, I think, the spring one for next year, so it's like pink and it has a hummingbird instead, but I just loved this. It's been so great. So anyway, here's how it looks. Just the nameplate. I wanted to use some watercolor since it was a watercolor journal. So I just kind of did like a blue and green thing here, and then a little jungly situation, which was a nod to the front cover. And then this page I really liked. It was just kind of like a grounding page for me, just some things to remember. And so it says the year, obviously, remember you're the one who can fill the world with sunshine, which is one of my favorite quotes. That's from Snow White. This was kind of my like mantra of the year. My idea was basically if I am much more focused and much more careful about what I'm doing, then I can have more balance because I won't have to work as much if I, work on the correct things and stuff like that. And then this little quote down here is from Little Women. It says, have regular hours for work and play. Make each day both useful and pleasant, and prove that you understand the worth of time by employing it well. That is from the mom in Little Women, and that gets me every day. Pretty much every day I have actually like opened this up and I flip through every page so that well, not the monthlies, but I flip through all the beginning ones so that I can really like get a lot from it. This year I did full size calendars, and y'all, it was life-changing. Definitely doing that again. I just loved this, and I loved having all of them at the beginning so that I had everything ready for the whole year. Next up I had my goal pages. I feel like I liked that they were pretty. I have this little like book situation here where like each one is like goes through and talks about like why I want this goal and action items. But something I don't know if I didn't pick good goals this year or if I just wasn't focused enough or what, but like I didn't do a good job this year. So this page was nice looking, but it just never quite was what I wanted, and I've been just blacking out pages that you don't need to see. Each of my shops has just a quick little page with ideas and things like that. And then I have my budget, which I ended up moving to a separate journal, which I think works a lot better for me. So I've been really liking that. But my idea was on this side, I have all of my income streams. Yes, I have a lot of income streams. And then on this side, things that I might have to pay for, just depending on what's going on. These next couple pages are more like deep money things that I didn't really want to share. And then some like habit trackers, which are just not, I print out a whole sheet for the whole year and then I just check off like each month, so it's not like the prettiest thing ever. Now, one thing I did want to share is this scorecard method. This has worked really, really well, and I've really, really liked this. Mine is mostly weight based and really working on trying to lose some weight and get healthier. And so I had points for each habit. So like I got so many points for workout, so many points for drinking X amount of water, that kind of stuff. And I add them up each week, and it really helped me track my progress in terms of inputs, which I liked. This was completely useless. Didn't use it at all. I think I do this every year and I never use it. This is some things I wanted to do for the house. I didn't do a lot of house stuff this year, which is sad. Hopefully we'll do more next year. Here's some inspiration for home projects. I have some really fun things I want to do next year, so I'm super pumped about that. And even just having this has been really fun, just to kind of like look at things and think about what I wanted to do and stuff like that. This was just some little like notes for different things we were doing. I wanted to draw a little picture. I only did 2 of them, so sorry. But just for all the little travel that we did. don't know if I didn't do enough crafts or if I just didn't write enough things down. Same with the piano. I did more than this, but I don't think I did it very well. I need to think about how I want to do these pages because I like having them, but I just need a better setup, I think. This I did like having my morning routine and like things mapped out and then things I wanted to keep, start, and stop. That was a good exercise at the beginning of the year, as well as the ideal week. I love this. Next year I might do it in pencil because it did change a little bit over the year, but this was like in January, kind of my thought. And then I had like a quarterly planning page. I used these a lot. You can see I didn't use these as much, partially just because the quarters don't always line up with how I want to do things. And so that was kind of a problem for me. So I'll have to think about that. I have other planning pages later, but I have like a summer plan and like these months. Next year I'm going to be 30. So this is a really simple page, but it's just a little, actually it's technically 29 before 30 because I need to come up with one more. So if you have an idea, let me know. But just ideas of things I might want to do. I don't think I'm actually, for sure, I'm not going to hit all of them. I already know looking at it, but just some ideas. I was trying to track cleaning out things. This is kind of random, but if you've been following, you know, I've been like trying to figure out my colors in my like season and like what colors look best in. So throughout the year, I kind of paid attention to if I had something that a lot of people were like, oh, you look really nice in that. You look really nice today. I would just jot down the color to kind of try to make my own little color palette. And so that's been kind of fun, just a little thing. Anyway, here's January. For January, I used this quote from Merlin. It says, not Merlin, The Sword in the Stone. It's up to you how far you'll go. If you don't try, you'll never know. And I kept January pretty simple because I had just done all that other stuff. So there we are. I had a whole page for notes. Didn't need it. And one thing I started doing this year was adding like memory pages in, which has been really fun. So in January, for New Year's Eve, we stayed at George L. Smith State Park, and then at the end of January, we went to Fort Yargo State Park, and I presented at the Georgia Music Educators Conference, which was like a huge deal for me. So it was fun to just kind of commemorate those things. February, I was going for like a Jane Austen kind of vibe, so I have these like pastels and the books and the teacups, just cute. It says, "It isn't what we say or think that defines us, but what we do," which is a Jane Austen quote. Love my calendars. I tried this content calendar and actually I did like it. I need to bring that back because I haven't been doing it. Goals, plans. I like to have like my main goals and then like my weekly plans. Here's blocking out my spending. My brother-in-law got married in February, so that was fun. And then we had a concert and I did auditions actually for new choir students joining the Arts Academy in our district, which is where I went to school. So it was like a really full circle moment for me. I loved this March setup. It was just so fun with the green metallic and the watercolor flowers. I loved it. I also did a lot of stuff in March. I was real busy working away, me and my computer. Here's a few pages. These are actually from April because I kind of tried to do like in between so that I could do 2 months together. So this is from our Disney trip. Totally with the ears on. When we got back, I went with a Hobbit theme. I love this quote from The Hobbit. It says, "He fought the real battle in the tunnel alone before he ever saw the vast danger that lay in wait." This I love, and it's talking about Bilbo about to go into where all of the goblins are, but to me it's just kind of like the real battle is in your mind, and a lot of things are harder to convince yourself to do than to actually do them, and so that's just a good reminder. I did a little Hobbit hole, and I did this whole like coming out because I realized I wasn't gonna have a lot of pages, but as you can see I barely used April, so it was not my most used month. It's fun. May, I went with these like purpley flowers, and it says "A hurricane of jacarandas. What else can I do?" from Encanto. And that was pretty much it. Loved my craft paper this month. Oh, this month I tried to do like an email plan. I didn't like the way it was set up though. And then I need to add a picture of my mom and I at this Mother's Day tea right here. We did this event with my choir, which was really fun. It got rained out, but it was a good time. We went and saw Frozen the musical, went and saw in June, a girl from my school, my church, play in Peter Pan. I didn't do any of those things on my summer list. June was one of my favorites because I went with a real Encanto theme this time. So it's got the house and it says wonders surround you, just let the walls come down with the butterflies and the gold, and I loved that one. And here I need to add my summary pictures, but haven't gotten that far yet. July was sea turtles, and I just love it. This is from Finding Nemo. Really? I'd say it was half full. I just love colorful sea turtles. So fun. So this is what I meant. I didn't go like quarterly, but I kind of did my own thing. So next year I might not do that. I don't know. August I went with stingrays. You can see I was kind of I had a whole theme going on. We had like Encanto, and then we had like sea creatures. It says, if you do your best each and every day, good things are sure to come your way. That's from Princess and the Frog. I loved this one. I thought this one was really fun. My dog Tolly died September 1st, actually. So right here in my bullet journal. So I made these 2 pages. It's just been really nice every morning to like look back and look at all the good times that we had. And that's all I'm going to say on that. So I don't start crying because I'm still very sad about it. September, I went with something really chill because it was right after that happened. So my quote was, it's supposed to say life is a journey. I wrote journal. So life is a journey to be experienced, not a problem to be solved. And that was kind of what I really got out of Tolly's final few weeks. She was really sick for a while and we couldn't figure out what the problem was. But because of that, I spent a lot of time just like sitting on the couch with her, just really slowing down and like being with her. And so I just kind of wanted to hold on to that moment. And I love this. I was obsessed with this like water lilies situation. I just thought it was so pretty. Sticky notes. Ignore. October was really different, but this one was super fun. So this one is Harry Potter. So I have like the Marauders map, and then it opens up and we have the calendar, and then I just sticky noted things I needed to do. And then we have happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if only one remembers to turn on the light. My focus, I got Hedwig, and then I put my like weekly plans here on the sides. This was such a fun setup. It was very different from my like normal, but I just had the greatest time. I thought it was so much fun. So I really enjoyed that one there. November, I went with this colorful pumpkins. I think I've used this every year. This year I did all paint. So I painted the background, I painted the pumpkins. I meant to come back and fix these and I never did. So the execution isn't great, but I love the style. And it says the difference between winning and losing is most often not quitting. Walt Disney, and I needed that when my gigantic product file got just completely messed up and I had to redo it all in November. So that was fun. Yeah. Calendar. Week plans. I sometimes miss the first week of the month. And now we're December. For December, I went with this true Christmassy theme. I don't know. I was just really feeling it this year. So we have like the manger scene with the stars, and I just think it's really pretty. And it says, what if Christmas perhaps means a little bit more, which is actually from the Grinch and not from the Bible. But to me, this is kind of like that feeling. It's not filled out yet because I just finished this like 2 seconds ago. Got my calendar. I have my weeks. I made little like silhouettes of Bethlehem here at the bottom. Yes, you can see that. It says, "O little town of Bethlehem, yet in thy dark streets shineth the everlasting light." These 2 don't go next to each other in the song, but I just wanted both of them, so I just put some dots. And I was like, it's fine. Here we have my like Christmas bucket list, and then my like gift planning. I don't think they're all going to fit on there, but you know what? It's going to be fine. And then this is just straight up planning because there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done this month. And then I just added blue to the last 2 because I'm not sure what I'm going to use them for yet. It might be more Christmas planning. It might be for like New Year's planning, new journal planning. I don't know, but I just thought it's literally the last 2 pages in the entire bullet journal. So I was like, well, we'll just go ahead and turn those blue also, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, that was 2024. My 4th full year bullet journaling, my most loved, most used bullet journal right there. This guy doesn't even like close anymore, but I have thoroughly loved it. And I cannot wait to see what I'm going to do next year. So if you have any theme ideas, leave them down below for me, and I'll see you the next one. Bye.